What's happening right now in the square?
Are people freaking out because we just in what manner did we appear?
You basically apparating.
Oh, cool.
Basically, boom, there you are, and you're all covered in blood, and you're just like, what the fuck?
That is suspicious.
That is
what I'm trying to get is, what time is it?
It is getting close to dusk.
On what day?
Been a couple hours. Check your
17.
Okay. See, I didn't know if she was and then it's time resets and we were back at Samhain.
Oh god. Oh shit.
Oh hell.
You should. I like that idea.
I thought it was going to be like
It's gonna happen.
Majora's Mask kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Groundhog Day.
I'm gonna just get the swing the blood off the shield, just get it back.
Okay.
That is so cool.
No, right.
We have the old-fashioned one.
I'm lucky I can just literally strap to my arm. It's just there.
Like how you guys are having a tech talk. Well, there's a whole goddamn village bloody strangers, hello.
Sorry.
That's a good band.
Yeah, I'm gonna duck behind Gar real quick, take my head, get that off.
But we're not strangers.
It's just a slice, right? That's all you
They
do,
know we were investigating stuff. So we're not strangers.
Yeah, well, since this morning, that doesn't mean
we should probably address the. Do I know what an elephant is? The elephant in the town square, being who's next.
Oh yeah, that's mildly important.
A little bit.
Mildly, yeah.
Why don't we
Depends on
stop
who it is.
into the green door and get off the street?
Why don't we go to Brandy Buttons and wash the blood off?
I like the way you think.
You just want a snack.
Well, that's the only reason I'll
You just don't get it.
I literally don't.
I know.
What's there not to get? This conversation starts up again.
If my family's home, that's a lot of questions that we have to answer.
You can answer those. We
Can I
shower.
know?
We could take a quick dip in the water.
That seems a little better. I don't want to have to go back right now.
Before you can do anything, Eriko comes running over to the four of you.
This can't be good.
Are you all right?
Have you seen Nobuo? I thought he was in his room, but he wasn't, and I've been looking for him for hours.
Well, that's
Did that guy in the thing have a gimp arm? In the hag's hut?
He did not.
Oh, good. Well, he's not in the hag's hut.
It's soaked in fucking blood. Oh my god.
Well, it's not.
Well, do you know, is there anywhere he goes when he's angered?
I've been looking all over. I don't really know.
Have you checked with Miss Palmer or Quarion?
Guy.
Quarion? Cowman?
I haven't been able to find either of them. I'm really worried at this point.
Have you checked in with the farmers who have your father? I suspect he might have gone with the old man.
And then where's your mother, too?
She was very concerned. She's out looking too.
Eriko, you go to the green door and stay there. We're not sure where's safe right now, and I feel like John Smith will probably look after you.
He seems like a cool dude.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, if that's what you think is best.
If you're willing to trust four near strangers soaked in blood.
I mean, you four have been doing the most you can out of everyone here, so I think I can trust you.
We asked Pygmalion, who killed your father? She said it was an outsider. She couldn't see the face. With her divination, she said we asked the wrong question. Should have asked who was next.
This makes Eriko very concerned, very worried. I don't know, what does that mean? Who's next?
That's my question.
I don't know.
Maybe it's you!
You should definitely say that.
Just like that.
At this point, roll perception checks.
Not one.
You go blind. For 5 seconds.
17.
14.
22.
22. Alright, you three. You're too focused on Eriko to really notice anything else. You three, however, see Kimiko. She's wandering into the village square in a daze.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Her hair has gone ghost white.
Oh,
Oh
jeez.
shit.
And she's pointing behind her.
I'm gonna
What's behind her?
like run up to her and turn in the direction she is pointing and prepare for the worst.
I'd like to ask Eriko if that is her mother. You recognize that woman?
Is that Mom? Mom? And then she runs over and starts kind of shaking her. Kimiko basically falls to her knees, nearly catatonic. She's not saying anything. Her head is kind of lolling back. She's basically just a limp doll. Eriko is shaking her violently, trying to figure out what happened, what did she see, but she's not getting any response.
What was she pointing at?
Yeah,
like
that's what I
look at the
wanna
direction she's pointing.
What was she pointing?
What was she pointing at?
You see a body lying under one of the trees.
Oh hell!
Do you approach it?
Of course I do.
Yeah.
Better not
You
be her.
approach
I do.
it. You find it is Nobuo's body.
Oh,
His neck
sorry.
has been broken. It's twisted around, nearly pulled off. His arm is out of the sling. And there is a muddy stone lying on his chest. However, you notice it is not a gemstone. It's
Does he-
basically just a regular stone.
Does he still have his eyes? Did I miss that part?
He still has his eyes.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
I wasn't sure if those were
Are
gouged
they
out.
open?
Were they
yes,
good?
they are.
I'm gonna.
You said his arm's out of the sling?
Yeah.
What's it look like?
Shriveled. There's a bunch of scars on it. Maybe a finger's missing.
Ooh.
I'm gonna close his eyes, take the stone, toss it. Son of a bitch.
I'm going to take the stone a bit more reverently,
Mm-hmm.
put it back on his body. Well, we know who's next now.
Not that
No,
I
we
would.
don't.
It was the kid. He's
We just
dead.
don't know who's next
Give
now. We knew. Son of
Stop your past tense bullshit.
Not that I'm disappointed he still has eyes, but it's interesting that he still has eyes. Why weren't his gouged out? What's the difference?
why not the gemstone? This
And
might.
why not the gemstone?
This might be a copycat.
Ooh. I think. I don't know if that's really an ooh.
No, I'll
Just
give
a
that
thought.
no.
Say it's
Ooh,
just
out
a
of
regular
10.
stone. Still got his eyes.
Yeah.
Am I not blind anymore?
You're not blind
All
anymore.
right. I'm gonna slowly meander over, out of interest more than anything.
We should get Eriko and Kimiko into the green door.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick up Nobuo's body.
Okay.
Where are you going with it?
Well, can't just leave it out here.
I know, but where are you?
Into the.
Ted lolls very awkwardly.
The crows can't get it here.
Bring it to this side of the green door, I guess.
Alright, they're like a little outhouse towards
no.
the side of the green door.
Dump in the toilet.
Not an actual outhouse,
In
but
you go.
sort of just a place where they would keep like dried meats or goods.
Perfect. The storm, like not like on, like just on the floor somewhere.
Give him a
touching
few months.
anything.
I would like to examine the stone on his chest.
Okay.
Is there anything? It's really just a muddy stone.
Yes.
While they're doing all this, I'd like to investigate kind of the scene of where his body was. Do I see anything around? Traces of how he might have been killed, or
Very
footsteps that?
public space.
Did anyone else see this?
Roll perception.
These aren't usually good for me.
Not with that attitude.
Not with that.
3.
You have a 0 for perception. That's why.
Yeah.
It looks like there may have been some kind of a struggle. Like there's some like ripped dirt, like dirt and grass has been ripped up, but that's about all you can tell.
It's better than I was hoping for a 3.
Is there anyone else noticing all of this, or?
Yes, people have begun to notice, and there's a good-sized commotion now. The fact that there's another dead body having turned up within 24 hours.
With similar characteristics?
Yeah, but I mean, most people probably have only heard rumors of what Sao was. Like,
That's true.
outside of you guys and
It's true.
the family, no one really actually saw the dead body. or how it was when it was first found.
We
But they
told a
saw
couple
this
people,
one.
So.
Yeah.
So let's see, we show up out of nowhere covered in blood, and then suddenly there's a dead body. I wonder if people are suspicious of us?
What's suspicious about that?
There are a couple people kind of giving you sidelong glances because, again, all 4 of you are still covered in blood. But, again, the body is not bloody, so
That's true.
there are some people who are reasonable enough to understand that might not have been you. But there's also a fever pitch where people are like, steer clear of these fuckers.
Anyone say anything? I'm just gonna call out to the crowd.
Guy coated in blood. I'm gonna, if near that meat storage shack, is there like a wash basin or something that I can just throw some? I don't even care if it's
Sure.
like trough water.
Yeah, I was going to say basically just a trough.
That's fine.
I'm gonna join you over there.
Yes.
Or you're walking down the street though, my friend.
Well, I mean, I can call out and also like,
Okay.
anyone say anything?
Can you get that wet?
Yeah, it's fine.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of.
My clothes are
Splash
mostly
up
worried
a bit,
about.
Everyone's just kind of looking around. There's some muttering. No one's really volunteering any information.
I don't know. I'm gonna ask again. Anybody see anything? More like intimidating fashion.
One person shouts out, "It was the AOC! It was the AOC!" And then that gets people even more riled up.
You're not helping.
But outside
old
that, no
meme.
one's really volunteering anything. It doesn't seem like anyone saw anything.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head towards the green door where everybody else went into.
Same.
Okay. You all enter the green door.
Is
Yep.
it busy?
Yeah, decent amount. Yuriko and Kimiko are now inside. They are being comforted by Alice Greenbottle, their neighbor.
Nice.
Guy Castavet is also in there. He is looking very
Horny.
unsettled. He's looking very unsettled at everything that's been going on. He's kind of whispering with a couple other farmers, basically like nervous about the fact that people are turning up dead.
Have we seen Bacon? Is he okay?
You have not seen Bacon yet.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna walk up to John
No
Smith.
turf.
Okay.
Be like, Miss Smith, got a question for you. Has there been any other outsiders coming in recently other than my companions, myself, and the dwarvish fella?
I mean, sure, there have been people who've wandered in and out as part of the Samhain festivals. I mean, some people have been staying on today, some people have left. I mean, it's probably a couple dozen that have been in and out. So it's hard to say, you know, who necessarily you're referring to. It's a wide list. It's a long list of people you're asking about.
Anyone that's stuck out other than us?
We do stick out.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Not
do
so,
don't.
yeah, not
I'm
her.
covered in blood though. I'm still a little suspicious looking.
Unless you're washing off in the trough with us.
Oh right, I did.
Yeah, you're good.
Should probably take a bath in it. She's small enough.
I'm gonna warm myself by the
plunge.
fire. I'm sure it's a little chilly out, especially with night falling.
Oh right, you said it was dusk.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the sun's probably gone down, so it is now darkness. What was it that you had asked?
If anybody else stuck out other than the obvious.
Not that I can recall. Again, with everyone coming in and out last night, there wasn't anyone outside of you and fucking dwarf with the cross and the leathers that really made me give a sidelong glance to.
You've been here, what, a week?
Yes, that's what he had said. That seems right, about a week.
Alright. Bagden might be Baggin might be on my list of suspects.
What is everyone else doing?
Just warming up by the hearth.
I'm still in the square covered in blood.
He's having a grand old
I
time.
thought you sauntered over to where the boy was killed.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
Came back.
I'm around,
Okay.
kind of meandering,
Fair enough.
looking at the nice dusk fall.
You didn't get to use that sword of yours.
I didn't.
It's always.
Got to use some magic though.
Yeah.
Yes, that was fucked up. Super cool though. 3 different beams.
Yeah. 2 of them hit. So I was like,
2 in the toilet, 1 on the wall.
I don't know what to do.
Has anyone gotten Miss Palmer or Quarion?
On the horn.
how much did we tell
We told him everything.
the dwarf about? We told him everything, didn't we?
Pretty much. Well, he went and saw the body. Or not the body, but the scene of the crime anyway. He probably doesn't know about the jade hand part of things, but he knows about the crime.
As you're asking about Mrs. Palmer and Quarion, they both walk in.
Speak the devil.
Oh. Good evening.
Mrs. Palmer walks over to the group of 3 women. She joins them and is trying to comfort them. Kimiko is still in shock. Her hair has now gone full white, whereas before there were just streaks of white in it. Eureka is even more distressed than she had been this morning. She can't stop crying. Alice is plying them both with elvish wines, ciders. They're drinking
Elvish wine? What was that when you were? I guess you don't get it as the stranger.
They're drinking some of it, but it's small sips. And Mrs. Palmer is speaking to them in low tones. Quarion walks over to you. What happened?
The boy was dead.
I've heard that.
Not Gimpy.
Where's the body?
It's on the storage shed to the side of the building.
I'll show you.
He follows you and
I'll
to
go
see
with
the
them
body.
too.
I'd like to grab you if you're available in the street. I'm gonna wave you over with us.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything right now.
Body.
Yeah.
Can we grab a torch?
I got
A
one.
lantern,
I got one.
so we can see the
I'm
body.
just gonna light that up.
Okay.
Yeah, take a look. I'd like to
Come
inspect
with.
like the head break. I'm wondering by what means was his neck broken.
Roll perception.
11.
What is it that you're looking to know specifically?
Like fingerprints, or like was this an implement?
You can't see fingerprints, but you can. It looks like, based on your travels, that it was not. It was done by hand. Like someone
Okay.
came up and snapped his neck.
Yikes. There he lies, Quarion.
Quarion kneels beside the body and puts his hands in his face, visibly upset at the fact that this young boy is dead.
We saw Pygmalion today.
At this, he rises up and he says, "What did that old witch say?"
Wouldn't you like to know?
I would. If she had anything to do with this, we will go after her and see that she's finally rid of this town.
She actually kind of helped us.
Ish.
Cryptically,
Ish.
I guess she saved us the travel.
She seemed to understand that a second death was coming, but she didn't seem the type to put her hands on someone without some form of magic.
She told us the boy's father was killed by an outsider, but she couldn't say who.
Interesting. She couldn't say or wouldn't say.
Couldn't.
She couldn't see.
I don't like it. Her magics.
I don't either, but she seemed to be trying to help us.
It was certainly fucked up.
Gives me the chills. That dwarf is down there, still, at her house.
He might be dead.
He might be dead.
Or undead.
Do you know about her thrall? The man who sits there, unseen, covered in runes.
At this, he nods slowly. I've heard the stories. She takes lovers from some of the locals along the lake, ones that are foolish enough to wander into her grasp.
Like Okura. Samon.
It's hard to say.
Oh shit, that could have been him.
Is that the former owner of the Obuyashi's house?
It's possible that this is what happened, but I believe if something like that had happened, we would have heard about it. Okuda was well liked amongst the villagers, so if something bad had befallen him, everyone would be up in arms about it. We would have done something a lot sooner. The poor souls that do fall into her grasp and become her lovers, it never ends well for them. That's what I've heard.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it was going to go anywhere good. I think we fought one of them. I think we fought a former lover.
Out of game, you did.
What was that?
I'm hearing things again. God damn it.
Boo.
No!
Quarion, we gotta know. I mean, I know it's been hard at the festival, all these people coming in, but are there any other people from outside of town other than us and the dwarf that stuck out, been strange, been here a while?
Have they gone near the water? We saw footprints that led to Lake Yuri.
I mean, that's not surprising. It's part of our traditions for people to, pray to the spirits by wandering into the lake and offering up different alcohol to them. So any kind of footprints that would have been seen there, it's possible, could just be that. This could just be a red herring. In regards to any outsiders, it's hard to say. It's really hard. In the lead up to the celebration, I was incredibly busy with the planning and ensuring that everything went smoothly with bringing livestock in and making sure the fields were plowed. So I couldn't say for certain if there was any shifty characters around.
In the wake of such dreadful things, it must be said that you did a good job orchestrating Samhain.
I appreciate your kind words, even if it seems fairly worthless at this point, considering what we're bearing witness to.
Do you know what else we can do? Where else could we look? If this was an outsider, there's no telling where they could be in town. We want to solve this case for you. On Goro PD. On Goro Nights.
He squats down and kind of leans against a sack of wheat. Kind of runs his hands through his hair. Basically says, I can tell you of one place, but I don't know if it'll be any help. I don't even know if the rumors of it are true. But at this point, it seems like I'd be willing to try anything to help our people.
That's what we
There's a place.
We resorted to break-in.
There's a place to the north. It's called the Cave of Cats. Legend has it that if you were to go to this cave and enter it, you would be able to commune with otherworldly creatures, otherworldly beings. Sometimes they can offer guidance and insight into mysteries and tragedies such as these.
We will go. Should we bring an offering?
No, I don't believe so. Again, it's been... The stories of this are mere folk tales at this point. It's very possible you could wander into the cave and just be standing there for, like, fools. But I would be remiss if I didn't at least offer up this avenue of exploration to you.
Well, with this 2 men dead already in the wake of Samhain, we need to stop. problem before it gets worse.
I agree.
We'll give this a shot. We may need provisions for the trip.
How far is it?
It's a ways away, probably an hour or two north of here.
Easy.
Any provisions you need, we will provide for you. I will see to it.
Thank you.
So,
Guess we just head out.
Yes.
Yeah.
As soon as we can and search for the place.
at this point, well, do you guys leave the little storage closet?
Yeah.
At this point,
I
you
don't
see-
know that I want to leave him alone with the body.
Okay.
I'd like to let him leave before I do.
Okay. He
I'll walk straight out first.
he turns to you. Well, he sees you basically watching him. He rises, says, "Thank you again for everything you're doing," and then walks out towards the village square. You can assume he's basically just going off to get your provisions.
Okay.
So now that you have left the
Close the little shed.
the little shed, you see a figure running towards you, very short.
Oh, Jesus, here he comes.
The closer he gets, you see that it is our favorite.
Is it Bagan Dangos?
It most certainly is
Hell
Bagan Danko. He is hoofing it. The little cloak he had on is now gone. His leather pants are now strewn with mud. He's missing a boot. Several of his pouches are either ripped and are basically flapping against him, or they're just missing entirely. But he is clutching his book to his chest.
Bagan, you're late.
Late? What are you talking about?
You took too long.
It took too long. 1 minute I'm sitting around in a motherfucking witch's hut listening to some freaky corpse guy breathing. And then before I know it, I hear you four screaming at the top of your lungs. Fucking naked hag woman with a pig on her head says that you all are gone and basically opens the door and tells me to get out. I thought I was gonna be skinned alive.
You made it.
Persuasion? I want to gaslight the shit out of him.
Oh, you mean insight?
Insight.
No, gaslight.
Oh.
You're gonna say none of that actually happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
like
my claim is going to be that
It's gonna be hard though. He's like trying to bowl you over with all these facts.
I know. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Bacon.
No, you didn't.
What are you talking about?
No.
We ran out ahead of here, and we told you to come with us. You stood rooted in place. We must have walked right by you, but you were looking at some wall or some root or something. And
Late.
And then you were telling us that we just vanished without you? Come on, Bacon.
There's no witch. Let's go hard.
So that's my persuasion.
All right, roll for it.
We're on a field trip to the pig farm. You got scared. You did decent.
What am I rolling? Deception or persuasion? Doesn't matter. Same thing. 16.
For a split second, he's kind of like, "What? What are you talking about, baby? Did I?" And then he just shakes his head and it's like, "Fuck you guys!" He just keeps on into the room.
How did you lose your step? Whatever. She let him go. How did he lose half his shit?
It's a good
She tried to
question.
make him her lover first. They always have scruffy pants.
Yeah, that guy's pants might have been scruffy because he'd been there for a while.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Could have been other reasons.
You know,
Maybe
I might
wasn't even
be
wearing
still
pants.
caught up on this whole shapeshifter type thing. Do you think Bagan is, as he says?
He's a coward and an idiot.
All right, fair enough. He can also be a really good actor.
That's what I think. So could be Kimiko.
It looks as though Bagan came from the woods. We got warped here, and
His alibi. checks
Gimpy
out.
just got killed.
Yeah, true.
So,
Yeah, and he definitely, Nobu definitely died while we were at the thing with
Yeah.
Bagan, so it's probably right.
Who could be the next target? I wonder if that would be worth staking out.
Eriko or Kimiko, I imagine.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, we kind of blew our shot with Bagan. We could have had him look after the two, but
Why don't we bring him with us?
because we burned
That
the
was
bridge.
you.
No, them, not him.
Oh.
Enrico, Kimiko.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bacon again.
If we want to keep an eye on him,
I don't know if they're in any condition to travel.
who cares?
It's only an hour. It's close.
Is it up the path or like into the woods?
I'm sure it's into the woods.
Kimiko trusts us enough to come with us, though.
Probably.
She doesn't.
Does she trust staying in this town more?
Yes. She seems to love the town.
We
And
leave him at the green door with a guard.
There are no
Yeah.
guards. There's no damn law in this place.
Or the
Well, if
Truth.
we offer it to them that they can come with us and potentially receive our protection, and they stay and get killed, well, they chose to get killed because we saw it coming.
That's been all we've been doing since we got here. Is, oh well, wash our hands of it because we warned them. I think
Why
we
not?
need to be more proactive.
And I'm being proactive by telling them to come with us.
We should, yes. Maybe we should make them come with us.
tie her up.
I like it.
Got a lasso.
I was
Get
kinda
your
kidding,
mustache
but
ready. We're gonna tie
I
them.
do.
to the
I do
train
have.
tracks.
I do have a rope.
The train tracks will make it hard to carry them up the hill.
I was kind of kidding, but I do have rope.
Footprints, boat prints, train prints.
Train prince.
I am the train prince.
So we'll go into the green door and offer Eriko and Kimiko our protection. They can accompany us to the Cave of the Cat.
Alright, let's go see how this works.
Do I need to persuade them?
I'm not
Charm.
persuasive. Don't look at me. I've got
Kimiko?
0.
You're like, how are they when we walk back into the tavern?
She's a silver fox now.
It's probably been like 15 to 20 minutes.
Of gaslighting baby.
Baby, you're crazy.
I rolled a little bit higher.
Yeah, you can't say gaslighting. Attempted gaslighting. You failed.
Attempted gaslighting.
Hey, I have not failed if he continues to doubt himself. Doubt takes root in the mind.
We're just gonna destroy this poor man. He's done nothing to us but positive things.
Alright, so Kimiko is still catatonic.
Okay. So whip her on the wagon.
Yeah, maybe you can.
Is she gonna resist if we like take her by the wrist and bring her with us?
Maybe we should try talking to her first.
Well, I presume that's what's going on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to convince her. I mean,
We seem to be the only folks that actually care about getting something done. So do you want to stay in a town where there may or may not be something killing you? Or come with us to figure out who killed your father and husband?
What are they doing with
Tough
the
call.
body?
Father and brother.
It's in the meat storage.
We're just gonna leave him there.
Yeah, he's gonna smoke and real nice and dry. Hickory,
Hickory Nobuo.
hickory gimpy,
Hickory camping.
teriyaki gimpy.
Hickory dickory dock.
Anyway, do they want to come with it?
I know that was a persuasive argument. Hey, you shut up and come with us.
I think that's where
Come
we're
with
at.
me if you want to live.
yeah, they're coming with you.
Okay.
Kimiko is very fragile. She's kind of being led by Eriko, but as long as you have, it's clear that they're not gonna. Kimiko at least is not gonna be able to walk the entire way.
Mhm. That's
So
Throw her over my shoulder.
okay,
If need be.
and even Eriko looks pretty haggard and might not be able to make the entire journey. But
Mhm.
if
I can give piggyback if need be.
Or just put them both in a cart and lash them to Tin Man over here.
I'm wondering if Quarion
I'm not a
is
beast of
providing
burden.
us with
Aren't you?
cart or anything like that.
No, I was
Um,
forged
yes.
for war, not for
do you
dragon
leave the
carts.
green
Yeah, well,
tavern?
carrying all that justice on your shoulders.
Don't carry justice in a wagon. Only
Maybe
prisoners.
be easier.
Wouldn't be such a burden. So have we left the green door?
I think so,
I think
yeah,
so.
we're on our way out. Yeah.
Okay. Quarion has returned. He has one horse,
Hell yeah.
some rope, and a small satchel with some dried meats and breads in it.
Does anything
We're not going too far.
smell Nobuo-y among the dried meats?
I don't think he's been dead long enough to be dried.
Right, yeah.
Does there seem to be a piece that's
Blowy.
particularly wet dried meat?
A piece of mummy jerky.
Yeah.
He hands you, Gar, the reins to the horse and says, again, I promise nothing, but it's at least something if you have nothing else to pursue.
Understood.
So an hour's walk is easy for the two of you. It's easy for me.
I do have little legs.
We've got the cart. It's
Yeah.
fine.
But I can
It's just a
walk.
horse.
I can walk for an hour.
It's just a horse.
We have one horse.
Oh.
That was a horse with a cart.
No, it's just one horse.
Yeah, it's just a horse.
Okay.
Doesn't have.
I can walk. I'm not helpless, you know.
All right. Well, let's tie the two Obayashis to the horse, and then lead the horse, just so we're all moving at the same pace.
We have to time the horse.
Yeah,
Come
that's
on,
why we're
horse.
tying
Put
them.
on the horse.
I think tying them.
Are you gonna
would
like
be more.
lash their wrists and have them walk like a
Yeah, no,
prison?
here, we'll get
brigade?
Kimiko up there. Erica, you stay behind your mother, make sure she doesn't fall off.
Yeah, I guess that works.
I'm also gonna give Kimiko my dagger. Like, you know how to use this?
She just.
Or Eriko, I'm sorry.
Okay. She nods and takes it with a shaking hand. So you head into the Cave of Cats?
Let's go. And we'll take up the rear of this caravan.
Okay.
I'm leading the horse from the front.
Is that on here?
So it would be just heading north.
So probably
Into the
like right
foothills.
about.
Yeah. Consult the map.
Oh, that.
Oh shit.
I was wondering what that
Oh.
dot was gonna be.
God damn. I honestly thought it was something stuck to the paper.
I know.
It's where his pen ran out of ink and he was just like, come on, come on, come on.
There we go. Okay, so it's not too far.
No.
We cut
Or
across
maybe
the
is
main
this
road.
not to scale?
It's not to scale.
Yeah. Would I have walked by that? I probably would have been coming in through one of these roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's far enough away from the roads that it's not something that
Gotcha.
would be easily visible.
Okay.
Alright, so the closer you get to the Cave of Cats, you start to see some cats. Just wild cats, different kinds of cats. Tabbies, Siamese, black cats.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You know, at first it's just like one or two, and then, you know, maybe a half hour out, there are smaller groups of cats. 45 minutes into your trip, you start to see more and more.
Are you seeing the cats too? I'm not hallucinating, am I?
You're
No,
not
they're
going
there.
crazy. There's
Don't
cats.
gaslight me.
It's definitely a lot of cats.
Okay, good.
Well, you don't see all the dogs?
I'm gonna use a minor illusion.
Oh,
Start
no.
putting dogs.
I'm just gonna have a barking circle Gar. Just like bark, 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 bark.
I don't like that shit.
Like a lion roar coming out. Big
Oh my
cat.
goodness.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a little bit of barking, just gonna surround.
There's
Gar.
a
Yeah,
dog
what do
out
you
there,
have
too.
against him?
It's
Nothing.
entertaining.
Is it just the
Yeah.
magic?
Easy target.
Yeah.
The spells are free, so
Yeah.
might as well.
Yeah.
It's a crime not to use them. He'd be stupid not to. He'd be stupid not to gaslight my character.
A little over an hour away, there are now a good number of cats in the field you're in. You see a little knoll, grassy knoll, and the moon has begun to rise. But at this point, it's probably 7, 8 o'clock. And you see in the knoll is a small hole.
A knoll hole.
Oh no, a hole in the knoll.
Wide enough that the largest of your group could fit in, but you can't see necessarily into the cave at this point.
I'm gonna tie the horse off to any convenient tree nearby if I
No,
can't find
no
one.
trees nearby.
Okay.
Like a rock.
Yeah, there's a couple rocks around.
Just loop it under a large rock. Maybe I even need your help to lift it.
Okay.
But just get it down, hopefully out of the wind.
Okay.
Now, The one question that's been on the back of my mind is Quarion leading us to our deaths? He would be putting in a tremendous amount of effort to string us along this long. But I'm not looking to get double-crossed again. This has happened to me before.
Yikes.
Really? Unwitting tool for someone else.
I don't know, can a village like Ashihara sacrifice a good horse like this just to strangers?
Well, I mean, the cost of a horse for getting rid of a problem.
Did you see, perhaps you didn't, but the amount of wealth in that little box?
What box? Oh, in the house.
And think of that 100-fold. The sort of business that this man had been running. He was killed for that wealth. This is a pittance. We haven't even been paid for our
Exactly.
services.
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Like it or not, we have no other options.
I'm confident that anything in there, we can handle it.
I'm confident in that, too. They are sending what looks like a group of fools, because it is a group of fools, around, but not a single one of them has seen what we're capable of.
This is true.
So if he thinks he's going to send us into some cat cave, yeah.
Claws out.
We're barking up the wrong tree. You got a pun? You got a zinger?
Hold on. I'm just gonna strike a torch, because again, I cannot see in the dark.
I'm gonna go to the saddlebags and just eat like all the jerky very quickly.
Actually, I haven't eaten anything in a while, so I mean, I'm going to nibble on
We're both
something.
just.
I got my torch out.
It's in like an hour.
I'm only like 155 pounds. Like I'm.
Well, it's gonna do.
Alright. Well, let's keep them two in the middle of us, say, huh?
Is there any dried fish in the bag, or is it just meat?
Just me.
Damn.
Why?
I like fish.
He has a very refined palate. You're gonna have to go back to John Smith and ask him for that Ilverquist, that good shit. He was giving you the bad wine.
You start to make this formation, but Kimiko seems reluctant to go into the cave. She really does not want to descend into the cave, because while you can't tell what's in the cave, you can tell that there is a bit of a drop-off. And Rico says, look, I don't want to stress my mother out any more than where she's at. We'll stay here and wait for you guys to come back. I have a knife. I can defend us if need be.
She does have a knife.
She can also cut the rope when we try to descend. I don't like this plan.
Well, is it a descent that requires a rope, or is it just like a steep?
Just a steep.
Oh, okay.
Like you could see the bottom. It's probably 6 to 8 feet down.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
That'll be fine. Tempted to give her something else as a weapon, but whatever, she'll be fine. She'll have to
I'll give her a torch.
I'm tempted to knock
It's
her
got
out.
a light.
Why?
Tempted to knock you out.
Jesus, man.
What?
Why?
We still aren't positive it's not Kimiko.
We aren't.
I don't think it's Kimiko. Do you mean Eriko? The daughter?
Oh,
I mean the mother.
yeah. You never
That's what
seen
the
somebody
farmer
act
said.
stupid?
Some people act stupid.
You seen them change their hair color?
That's
But
it.
you know she's an
All the
actress.
Yeah.
She's a renowned actress.
I'm gonna give Eriko my crowbar as well.
Okay, so she has a dagger, a torch, and a crowbar.
Just, you never know.
True.
Crowbar is,
Bunch of hand
it's a little bit
grenades.
longer than the knife, so you can just go like, oh, bam, stab.
So you all descend into the cave. Again, it's about
Housekeeping. Cavekeeping.
it's about a 7-foot steep drop, but there's enough of decline that like you're not just dropping, you're kind of like sliding down. You get to the bottom of the cave. It's entirely stone, maybe like some shale. So it's easy to break off. Some of it breaks off as you slide down. Do you have a torch?
Yep.
Yeah.
Torch. Okay. You see along the walls, not the wall that you, or the what you slid down, but the other wall surrounding you is a greenish-blue moss growing on the walls. What do you do?
Is there a way ahead?
Roll perception.
All of us?
Sure. At this point, you're all in the
Nat
cave.
one.
That one.
That one.
Oh, look at
Two.
this moss. Guys, have you seen this moss?
Moss is fascinating.
I can't even see the moss.
Jenny the moss.
Well, there's 3 nat ones
I'm a
and
7.
a 2 for the person who could re-roll a nat
I know, I
one.
was
Which is
just thinking-
literally the worst we could do.
Yeah.
Shit.
I was thinking that too. I'm like, oh, why can't I get
Well, I'm going to help you out here.
It's moss.
It basically is. It doesn't look like there's any sort of like passageways. It's just like one large cavern.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
So we made the trip for nothing. Cool.
Let's walk into the middle of the cavern.
Say a prayer, I guess.
Investigate a little bit. The cat's in here?
The cats are not in here.
Shouldn't have taken them. You're gonna be cold outside.
I think they'll be alright.
Are they? I think the cave's probably colder.
Maybe.
If you're cold, they're cold. Let
Take
them inside.
yeah.
And it was a picture of a deer in the snow and a plate of hot venison.
I like the one where it's a skinwalker. Window.
I've seen one where it's just a bunch of terrifying looking orb weavers. It's like, hey, you're cold, they're cold. Bring them inside. I'm like, fuck no. I'm just gonna shout into the cave, hey, who killed Nobuo? And for that matter, who killed Saho?
At this point, it's just reverberating. It's an echo. Like,
Alright, well.
Revered AOC.
roll perception.
Ooh.
Not a nat
5. So I'm at 10.
That one.
Jeez.
15.
9.
Okay, you 3 notice
I'm not using that one anymore.
that he is now gone.
Ah!
What? Do I notice I'm gone?
You rolled the nat 1, so I don't know.
Flintlock, stop gaslighting us. Why?
Why is he gone?
Nothing. He's just vanished.
He came in with us, right?
He came in with you, yes.
Now you're gaslighting yourself. He was here, wasn't he?
Roll perception again.
Do I as well? Okay.
9.
Nat 20.
Oh, 16.
You 2 notice that Gar is now gone as well.
Aw, man.
All right.
Guard!
You want to roll another perception check?
I am going to leave.
I'll follow. I don't like what this is.
You turn to leave, and now you see that while the slope was about 6 to 7 feet and enough for you to slide down, it has now become sheer-faced and is now 10 feet up.
Shadow Realm boys.
I'm gonna. So
We're gonna have to beat our way out of here.
Alright.
I'm
Where
gonna.
did they go?
So okay, I'm 6. Okay.
Was that the
I'm gonna think about this.
Alright.
Yeah, how tall is this?
So you said 10
do
feet up?
this.
10 to 12 feet.
10 to
Okay.
12 feet? Okay. I'm 6. I'm 5'11". But my character's 6'1".
Okay.
So I can reach up about 8.5 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, on
So
your shoulders.
You don't have the strength, I think, to get that much of a vertical leap.
I don't.
It's your strength. You can jump from a standstill feet up to your strength modifier with a minimum of 1.
Okay.
So you have like a 1 foot vertical leap.
That's,
So, it
So
gets
if I
like
toss
9
you-
feet. Toss the half.
Instead of dwarf tossing,
Yeah.
halfling tossing.
So if I toss you, will you lower a rope down to me?
I do have a rope, so I could try.
You should promise that and then do it.
let's take the cats and run.
Sure.
The
All right.
germs are mine.
Do I?
I try to heft her up.
Roll perception.
Both of us?
Both of you.
Oh, she's gonna disappear when you throw her up there.
16.
17. Plus my 5.
Oh.
You vanish.
Oh,
Oh
damn.
no!
Uh-oh. Hope it's a
Before or
good
after
throw.
the throw? Or maybe during, that'd be even better.
Before the throw, like you turn around, you're getting ready for him to grab you, and then he's just gone.
Yeah!
Wow. Okay.
Um,
You have the torch, right?
I do have the torch.
Well,
Getting a little lonely in here.
I'm Mr. Lonely.
Welcome to us somewhere probably battling the hordes of hell.
Yeah. Am I with them?
I don't know.
Let's just go. See you guys on Sunday.
What? I'm at a loss.
Still gonna try to get out.
How?
You got a rope, right?
I don't know. Is it high? What do I throw it to?
Do you have a grappling hook?
No.
A strong breeze comes through the opening, flutters your torch,
Oh no.
and then the torch drops because you are gone as well.
Oh.
The only thing left of you four is the sputtering torch.
So should I rip this up?
It seems like a good time to take a break.
Spooky.
No, it doesn't!
Well, I have to use the bathroom.
Then we're gonna wake up in the
fair.
fucking town square again.
I want to
God.
stand again.
Somehow covered in blood again.
Not blood, something ectoplasm.
Bits of halfling.
Hey!
Oh no. They ain't said
Hey!
halfling.
Blame the Shadow World. It's got a height requirement.
Is there any chance I ever get my torch back, or am I just torchless now?
You have 10, right?
Yeah, you have 10.
Oh, that's what that meant. Okay,
Yeah.
I thought that was like actually that wouldn't
10
be weight.
uses of one torch.
I didn't know.
Because that's what I thought it might have been.
I thought it was weight, which would be absurd. That it's
No.
heavier
They are
by
pound-
far than the tools.
Torches are just a pound each, so technically that's 10 pounds of torches. So you're not wrong.